Oh, okay. Good morning. As a part of the lecture Lecdem series by SPICMACAY NITK, today I'll be presenting a lecture on Mridangam and Mridangam, its evolution and its accompaniment in Carnatic music. Okay, to start off, what exactly is the word Mridangam? Mridangam is actually a Sanskrit word uh, split up as Mrit plus Angam, where Mrit stands for clay or sand, and then Angam is part. So this denotes that initially Mridangam was made from clay. The shell of the mridangam was made from clay, and it has evolved and currently there's usage of wood from jack tree, and also there are new inventions of using fiberglass and synthetic in this for the purpose. There are many other evolutions in this field by there are usage of screws being done, and nowadays there is one more invention called synthetic rhythmic instrument mridangam by Dr. Bharatnatyam at Bangalore. His research is in making the whole mridangam using synthetic material. Like he has worked a lot in inventing different types of skins. Like we used to use we use animal skins for the drum heads, but now he has done some research in so that the animals are not harmed. If we see from when mridangam has existed, from the recent most times, we get the Trinity Mridangams mentioned in the Trinity's compositions, like music Trinity, Tyagaraja Swami's Sogasuga Mridanga Tadamu. This was around the 1715s to 1800, and then Mumuthu Swami Dikshitar's Akhilandeshwari in Dvijavanti Ragam. Both these compositions have Mridangam mentioned in its lyrics, so we can find this is actually the recent mentions. But if we still go on, we find Vadiraja's Rukmini Kshavijaya has mentioned about Mridangam, where Chaturmukha Brahma has said to have played the Mridangam. A proof of this can be found in the Lepakshi temple. The famous Lepakshi temple, there is an idol of Chaturmukha Brahma playing the mridangam, and then there is mention of usage of mridangam in Ramayana also, and many more. So we can just conclude that this has stayed for a very long time and sustained and still being used very popularly and continued to be used. That's it. As of today, we find mridangam's usage in Carnatic music, Bharatnatyam dance, and Kuchipudi dance. But initially there was no Carnatic music concerts as such, like about 250, 300 years back. It was only dance, and vocalists, mridangists, everyone were like just accompanying them. But later on, some people started singing separately other than dance. So then from 200 years, it has evolved, and the concept of concert in Carnatic music has started, and only from the recent times, that is about 100 or 120 years, that we have sabha concerts, or concerts which can be attended by anyone. Until before that, it was only the past kings or some elite classes having this opportunity of listening to music. And then now I'll actually be getting into the topic and speaking on how Mridangam accompaniment is made in a concert. The skill of accompanying, learning how to accompany actually requires a lot of listening of concerts, understanding the split and how the composition flows. We should actually feel the music, only then we'll be able to accompany. The main role of a mridangist or a percussionist is to embellish the whole music and not dominate over the melody part of it. So it should always be supportive and enhance the beauty of music. One needs to understand the emotion, the composition, and the raga uh, conveys, and accordingly accompany when and where as it is required. And if we come to a Carnatic concert perspective, there are there are some regularly used kind of composition, like we have Varnams, Kritis, Tillanas, Devarnamas, Javadis, Notuswaras, and Padas, and many more. But the way of accompanying different types of these compositions is different. So knowing the composition and understanding the mathematical split is very important before accompanying. So this gradually implies that a lot of listening process has to go through before accompanying. Varnams, if we speak about Varnams, Varnams have fixed mathematical patterns which need to be followed in most of the times. This need not be the case in Devarnamas, and so we can imply from this that accompanying different types of composition is a different way in its own. And in Carnatic music especially, there is nothing fixed. It is based on person's creativity on how great he can add on and make quality music. Anything which can sound good can be made, but it should abide to the basic rules or the set of restrictions followed from the beginning. And then here in this accompaniment as a specific thing, there can be nothing right or wrong. Like many artists can accompany to a same composition in various different ways, but all these different ways can be correct and may sound great. So there can be we cannot have one thing which is exactly correct and this should be followed. That is not possible. And this creativity and one's own one's own way of playing is manodharma. And if a musician is to has achieved a lot in and liked by many other people, this will further grow into something called as bani. So we have various banis too. Like this can be something similar to the Gharana system in Hindustani music. We use something called Sarvalagu. Sarvalagu means to state it in some simple words, it is set of repetitive patterns. So we use this set of repetitive patterns in accompaniment, but accompanying only using Sarvalagu won't sound great. So this whole process of accompanying is actually a mixture of Sarvalagu and understanding how the rhythmic split is there and improvising on it accordingly when and where it is required. This can only be grasped through undergoing training under the guru and listening to great stalwart musicians play, and a lot of listening into concerts. In general,
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, sure.
Is it possible to share your audio and video from the same device? Because I think while the recording, it only shows the video of the person who is speaking. So your video may not be visible if you are sharing from another device. I mean, just if it is possible. Otherwise, it's fine, no problem.
Okay. Is it fine now?
There's a bit of an echo. Yeah, it's correct. Yeah, you can go on.
Am I audible? Can anyone confirm?
Yes, yes, yeah, you're audible.
So, Carnatic music has, okay, we can generally classify as two types, like two parts in this Carnatic music. One is Kalpita and the other is Kalpana. So this actually means Kalpita is one which is structured and which is fixed. Kalpana is thinking, as the name suggests. So it is the Kalpita part, we can easily state that it is actually what is fixed, what is composed by the composer. The same thing is sung, and so this can be stated that this can be practiced before, and we can just implement it in while accompanying. But the Kalpana or the Manodharma part of the Carnatic music is like, as I stated before, it is one's own way of thinking. So here, the Raga Alapna, Kalpanaswaram, and the Nerval comes into picture, but we'll not be accompanying to the Raga Alapna. So the rhythmic part only deals with Kalpanaswarams and Nerval. So Kalpanaswarams and Nerval is usually presented by the artist in his or her own creative way. So this we won't know what they'll be presenting, so a lot of presence of mind is required while accompanying to this. And also uh, these here the artist is allowed to do anything which he likes to embellish the music, but it should abide to the basic set of rules and not like changing some rhythmic cycle suddenly or something. So these kind of things will not be allowed. So this skill can only be grasped by listening to different concerts of various people, various stalwart musicians, and undergoing rigorous training. It's a very difficult skill to be learned, is what it is considered. So I think this is what I have to speak about accompaniment. I can go ahead if there are some questions, or if there's nothing.
Yeah, hi Pranav. So one question I had was, yeah, so you spoke about that Mridangam is like a very important accompaniment when, so suppose when a singer is singing Kalpana Swaras, etc. So, so does it happen that like before the concert, the Mridangist and the singer like sort of plan like how it is structured, or is the Mridangist, or will the Mridangist be experienced enough to like impromptu itself, like see what the singer is doing and play it accordingly?
Yeah, okay. In the initial stages, yes, it is kind of planned. But if we speak about a concert as such, it depends on various the mental status of the artist, accompanists, and all. So it may not be planned always. So yeah, it depends on the impromptu of the accompanist too. It's the
Okay,
same with the
okay.
violin artist too.
Yeah.
Anything
Um,
else?
just one small
Yep.
request, like if it is possible, like if you have a mridangam with you, like right now, can you, if you could play like a small piece for us? I mean, if it is
Okay.
possible.
No, I could always do that, but the thing is, during a Google Meet and it won't be audible properly. So it should be either a pre-recorded one.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Maybe you could just try it. We'll see if we can hear.
yeah, but actually, I had tried it before and it is not audible.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
okay, I think I can just share one of my performance or something.
Oh, yeah, that'll be great. Yeah.
Yeah, give me a second. Uh, I'll be just sharing in a second, in a minute.
Pranav, I think the sound is not audible.
Share the computer audio also.
You can share a single Google Chrome tab. There will be an option to share audio.
You're muted.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, it was great, Pranav. Yeah, thanks for it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Hello, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure. Go.
I'm KM Likith, and I'm also learning Mridangam. So, in some concerts that I have seen, the Mridangist sometimes stops to accompany and uh, he just stops and he sometimes just listens and he seems to be enjoying the lyrics or something. So, what is the main reason for a Mridangist to just stop accompanying sometimes during the Kriti?
Okay. So the whole point here is to embellish the whole music. I had told that initially too. So whenever we need to accompany only when it is required, and when we feel that sometimes if a mridangist feels accompanying is not necessary there, because even if we accompany the whole like the emotion what is being conveyed will get there are chances it will get diminished. So rather than that, so the knowing when to accompany and when not to accompany is also a very big thing and very important thing. So this is also what mridangist need to understand before accompanying. So it is like she stops accompanying only that uh, whatever is conveyed by the main artist or the presenter is very it conveys a better approach when it is not accompanied. That's right. That's what I feel.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, Pranav, from how many years have you been practicing Mridangam?
I've been practicing from 14 years.
Wow, 14 years, nice.
Oh, talk about yourself, man. Your concerts, your gurus.
Okay. Uh, I started learning from an age of 5.5 from Vidwan H.H. Shivshankar Swami sir at Mysore. And then uh, currently I'm under the tutelage of Vidwan H.H. Sudhindra sir at Bangalore. I am a national scholarship holder in Mridangam, and I'm playing junior concerts here at Mysore, Bangalore, and as of now.
Great, man.
I'm also a scholarship holder of the state government for music.
Awesome, man. Continue this. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah. Niranjan, are there any other questions or?
Anyone else wants to ask questions, you can go ahead.
Pranav, I have a small question. So, are you still giving concerts? I mean, doing online or what did you do during
Yeah.
COVID?
Like
Okay.
I didn't get the last line. What did you
So,
say?
during COVID, did you do anything? I mean, like online, like accompanying someone, or what was the
Yeah, yeah,
thing?
yeah. There are online concerts going on all over. Now it is kind of stopped, and slightly offline concerts have started. So during the COVID the time, like about 1.5 years, there were many online concerts. I also played some of them.
So online concert, in a sense, the singer and I mean the entire troupe of musicians have to perform from a single place, right?
Yeah. Or whatever. Yeah, majority is that case, but there were few experiments tried by some of the senior musicians who are residing in different places with high internet quality, and then come like one person was in one studio at Chennai, and the other artist was at Bangalore, and they tried to do a concert together. This also happened, but this it is not as the experience is not same as an offline concert. This is just an alternative. So these things have also happened. Some it can be called some evolution in the concert sphere in Carnatic music, but the actual maximum concerts were like all artists get to come to give a concert from the same place, and then it's just telecasted.
Okay, got it. Does anybody else have any questions to ask?
Niranjan, you can stop
Rohan, what
recording.
were you saying?
You can stop recording.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so thank you, Pranav, for taking out time out of your busy schedule and giving us this concert. So when I contacted him for giving a Lecdem, so he told me that he has like a lot of practice sessions, concerts like almost every day, and so in spite of that, taking like giving time to prepare a Lecdem and delivering it here was a great effort. So thank you, Pranav.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank you.
man.
It was a pleasure.
Good session. Good
It
session.
was a pleasure doing it for Speak.
Yeah, so I'll be stopping the recording now.